Hey everybody, it's Paul 125 Roller Coaster Challenge, and we are here in front of Surfside Pier. So this is the original Morey's Pier that basically started it all. Years ago, there used to be Sportland Pier, there used to be Morey's Pier, there used to be Hunt's Pier, Mariner's Landing, and Adventure Pier. Well, Morey's now owns them all, and this is the one that started it all. So we're going to go through here, we're going to do a full explore, we're going to show you all the food, all the games, everything that's there. Now, over here is different games and different food and restaurants and stuff like that. We are not going to be showing you the boardwalk. We're just going to be showing you what's over there. Even though that is a Chickies and Pizza right across, we're not going to be highlighting that. We're going to be showing you everything that's on the pier. So when you come here, you got the candy wheel game. And if you want to know more about that, definitely check out our Let's Play on Morey's Piers. Over here, you got more games. You got the balloon game, and you've got the ring toss, and you've got water balloon races and all that. But we're not here to basically tell you everything about the games yet. But let's come over here. Now, when we do a pier like this, we kind of got to zigzag because there's a lot of different things that we want to show you. So there's a lot of games up front, but there is some rides. Now, real quick, the pier doesn't open until 5 o'clock, but we got permission from Morey's to actually show you the pier before it gets too crowded. As somebody who really wants to highlight the attractions, I tend not to want to just get as many people in there. So, but real quick, as you go on to Morey's Piers, these are all games in the front here, but they always have a signature restaurant in front, and this is Joe's Seafood Best Fish Company right here in Wildwood. So this is their big place here. They have a rooftop bar where you can get martinis, live music Thursday, Sunday, and all that. So this is where you can go here. You can check in right there, and it's plenty of seating. Like right up there is all the seating upstairs, but you got tons of seating downstairs. So it's something that Morey's Piers has started doing recently, and it's a great addition. And of course, like I said, the pier is kind of dead right now, but yet again, it's because the pier's not open yet. So I'm going to darken it a little bit here because it is a little bright. And just like with other piers here at Morey's, they have right in front kids rides. So right away, you're actually going to see the balloon ride right here, where you can put your kids in there. And it doesn't go too high up there, but it does lift up a bit. Now, Morey's Piers is all about tickets and wristbands. So I actually have a wristband today, but you can actually do tickets. So when you come here, you can actually see how many tickets each ride is. This is 5 tickets right here. And then over here, they have their double-decker carousel. So this is kind of nice because right there's the stairs that take you to the second level, but they don't just have horses. They got horses here, but I love this. This is kind of like a seesaw. It goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And on that end here. So this is a double decker, and if you watch our Mariner's Pier, it is pretty much the same ride there too. So I'm going to show you how many tickets this is real quick. And this is 4 tickets, so more friendly. Most kiddie rides are 3, but over here, these are the more of the games. Like I said, we're going to go through each one of those on the Let's Play, but there's the Dippin' Dots. But right here, this is one of my favorite rides here. This is Kanga Bounce. So this is 5 tickets, and this one actually, it's kind of like you go and you just kind of pop up in the air, and the theming wise is just fantastic with this ride. It's a unparalleled ride, but I haven't seen any other ones besides this one. Now as we come over this way, we're going to zigzag over here again, and we're going to show you some of these kids rides. These are 3. Now of course this is the dune buggy kind of ride, as you can tell. Really good shape considering it's on the shore. Right there's the carousel to give you a point of reference. And over here you got a motorcycle. Let me brighten that up a little bit there. So you got a motorcycle here, which is nice because it goes up these ramps. So you it looks like you're going up the ramp. You're technically like kind of not on the ramp, but it works. And of course you always have to have a balloon ride, boat ride, and that's what you got right here. Right here's the tickets. So this is where you get measured and you can buy your tickets and stuff like that. You can buy individual tickets or you can buy different books. The more you buy, the more you save. And over here, so this one, I'm always curious about names. So what would they be naming this one? This one is actually Kiddie Boats. So not the best name there. That's Kiddie Motorcycles. This one here is a classic fire trucks, and you got a little spinny thing here, which looks like it actually spins too. So that's kind of neat. And this one is called, as we walk around this way, this one is called Howitzer. So that's a name I don't think I would have guessed, but it's got some neat things here. You got some horses being drawn by carrots. You got spinny rides and all that stuff. And over here, this looks like the Magic Bike. So this is kind of neat because you kind of fly up in the air, you pop up in the air. So that's something that you might see a short on later. I've always liked those kind of rides. And then back here, you got the classic Convoy, which can be found in a lot of parks. This one is also 3 tickets. along with, let me double check the name on this one here, and then here you got the 4 tickets for the Rock and Tug. So you see those on a lot of parks too. This one over here is called Magic Bikes. So you did that. And here you guys got some more games. And then we get to pretty much our first major attraction, which is one of the roller coasters called Runaway Tram. And this one's kind of a fun one here. It's 8 tickets, but it's a lot of fun. It definitely brings the excitement and stuff like that. I've always been a big fan of that. And then of course you can't have an amusement park without a tilt and whirl. So we have a tilt and whirl here. But this is kind of a different tilt and whirl because notice there's no shell. So there's no protection from the sun on that one. So we basically wiped out the entire front section of the park because right here is the ticket booth. So now we're actually going to go over here. Now this is Kong. Now up on Kong, it's 5 tickets, but it's basically a flyer. But Kong is a landmark here. I love the fact that they actually, in Kong's hand, you actually have, zooming in there, the tram car, please. So you actually got a tram car in Kong's hand, and I love Wildwood. Now over here, this is another kiddie ride. This is kind of like a glorified porch swing, but it's called Happy Feet. So I guess you have Happy Feet as you go here. But this one's funny. If you're looking for a name of a ride, it is it. So it's called It. Can you handle it? It is it. And this is a classic claw ride that you see at a lot of parks and stuff like that, where it goes back and forth, back and forth. You get some good height. Unlike the newer ones where you're on the outer side of the frisbee, you're actually on the inside part here. And then over here, underneath Kong, is their store. So we've done a merch at Morey's Pier. Let's go shopping. I'm kind of changing the name up there. Still kind of merch there, but this is where the store is, and we're going to go through that entire store and show you everything. So check out the merch at Morey's Pier to see those great things. So here's Kong & Company is the name of the store. Yet again, not open yet, but it will be opening in about 45 minutes. Now over here, this is still Runaway Tram, but we're going to head over this way. This is the Wacky Whip. So, and this is kind of a whip, but it's a whip with cars. So, a lot of fun. It's 4 tickets. And I'd be remiss if I don't show you. So there's Kong, that's a landmark here. But right here, this is their water log flume. And I saw them earlier this morning. I've been here for about 8-9 hours, and they were filling it up. So this is a log flume. It's called Zoom Flume. And I love this because it actually goes underneath the boardwalk. So as you come on down here, that's the first drop right there. And the first drop literally goes under the boardwalk. It's one of my favorite rides, so I can't wait to get on it again today. There is Runaway Tram. They're testing that right now. Make sure everything's good. It is a fun little ride, and I'm going to be riding it today. More than likely, it's going to be like they're my 78th or 79th coast of the year. This is the Wacky Whip again, right there. And over here, you don't see these anymore, but these are the black holes. This is, what's it called? Cygus? I gotta see the name of this one. Yep, Cygus X1. And this is basically a rotor where you basically spin around and you get, you basically get stuck on the side of the thing. And then over here, as we turn around here, this is Atmosphere, not Atmosphere, but Atmosphere. And this is their drop tower, which goes all the way up there and drops you down. So that's yet again another great attraction. So as you head over here, we're over towards the back of the park. Here's the log flume. But if you look over here, this takes you out to Ocean Oasis, which is their water park, which we actually have a full walkthrough. Full disclosure, I was actually here earlier today, and I did this first, actually, the full walkthrough of this. So the water park closes at 6, but Morey's Pier doesn't open until 5. But right here is pretty much the highlight attraction. If I had to pick an attraction that would bring people, it is the Great Nor'easter. And this is a classic SLC, suspended looping coaster from Vekoma. And they're usually bad, but this has the new trains. That's why I'm showing you the trains. And the new trains really make this great. Morey's Piers really spent a lot of money to make this ride really good, and they did a great job. I'm looking forward. This will be my 80th coaster of the year right there. But if you check it out, it is beautiful. It is a white coaster with a blue supports, and it's just a really good ride. Like I said, most people when they ride roller coasters, they're not fans of suspended looping coasters by Vekoma, but Morey's invested in money and really made that a fantastic ride. So this is the end of the park right here at the Great Nor'easter, and now we're going to start heading back on the other side of the log flume, which is called Zoom Flume, of course. So if you like what we're doing, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It's a simple click for you, but it means a lot to us. And you know what? We really appreciate doing this. We try to do as many parks as we can every year. And like I said, you're subscribing, you're watching, really warms our heart there. And if you have any comments about this pier, let us know. But over here, this is Zoom Flume again. And it looks like it's got like a barricade, so I wonder if it's been broken for a little while. Hopefully it is going today because I would love to ride it. It is one of my favorite log flumes. But that's Zoom Flume. Now over here is a classic mouse. Now the first one on the other pier over on Mariners Pier is called Roley's Coaster, and that one is totally different than this one. So Roley's actually doesn't have any switchbacks. That's what those things are on the top. This one is a traditional mouse where you have nothing but switchbacks. Now it's called a doo-wopper, which is hilarious to me because it's themed after the buildings that are famous over in Wildwood, the different colors there. And it's basically themed to all the different like milkshakes and all that. Think of the 50s. But here we are. This is one of the greatest dark rides ever. I'm going to be doing a POV of the dark ride today. This is Dante's Dungeon. It used to be Dante's Inferno, but now it's Dante's Dungeon. And you can see it coming through right there. I love the fact that the animal heads, the dragon heads, Cerberus heads are going. You got the screams, you just heard the screams. And then you got this guy here where the ball is shaking back and forth. I know in the past he used to launch out smoke out of his face there, but this is, when I think about dark rides with me growing up, it's always been Dante's Inferno. So I'm looking forward to riding that today. You can see it coming through right there. These dark rides, they're hard to find, but you know what? When you find them, you gotta love them. And over here, so right here is Zoom Flume with the sign going and all that, and it's 9 tickets. The doo-wopper is 8 tickets, and Dante's Inferno is 5 tickets. And then when you come over here, this is kind of like a Himalaya, but a little bit different. This one's called Rock and Roll, and this one, unlike a traditional Himalaya, it only goes forward, but it also, you notice that the cars kind of swing out. So that's a nice little perk that you don't see at most parks and stuff like that. So that's Rock and Roll. And now we're back here at it. So we pretty much have done a full walkthrough of Surfside Pier. Oh, there's the Happy Feet going. So everything's being tested. And like I said, this place is always swamped. We are lucky to come in here before they open, so that way we're able to show you more of the attractions and less of the crowds. But pretty much at nighttime, this place is pretty much unstoppable. There's so many people. But there you go. There's Kong in the background. We want to thank you for watching. And you know what? Check out, if you like Wildwood and Morey's Pier stuff, check out the video on the right-hand side.